and I haven't had it till this game. I played Task Force and H Hour and all that stuff, and this is the closest I've gotten to it.
Sniper weapons need a lot of work.
Oh, well, no, without a
This is a
doubt.
lot better than freaking Lame Hour.
I'm gonna get a lot of. I'm
Yeah,
at
this
the
is better
position
than
now where I
H
can.
Hour, and H Hour had $256,000.
Yeah.
No.
Dang. Yeah,
This
that's
is fast paced and arcadey, but still overall, it feels better than H Hour.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can slow it down quite a bit with just different, just switching up the maps and just kind of doing a little bit of different design choices. But I gotta put everybody kind of close together, get a quick time to kill. So it's kind of you're just constantly playing.
Yep, I like it. It's like SOCOM 1 headshot to kill. That the hit detection's decent. A lot of people complain about quick time to kill, but you know what? If you hit someone in the head, they should be dead. They shouldn't get a second chance.
100%. This ain't Halo.
I hate when people are like the time to kill, time to kill. Like, shut up about the time to kill. If you hit someone in the head, they're done. They don't get time to kill. They get a chance to turn around and fire. You're dead. You got shot in the face.
With you. It was a simpler time.
More maps is definitely a positive.
Yeah, I'm at a stage now. We get the now we got the voting, so people can, instead of just like, if there's not a lot of people, you obviously don't want to play Ice Front with 3 people, 4 people, even probably.
Yeah,
it's so big.
Ice Front was rough.
I can start adding more maps now. I just wanted to get all the game breaking stuff fixed. Make sure the game loop is working. You guys having any issues with anything that just seems like it's totally broken? Besides the kill feed, obviously needs to work. Some of that stuff. You guys see any issues with anything just completely broken?
Well, I have one thing. Sorry.
The dolphin dive animation's a little bit needs a little bit of work.
Yeah, it does need some work for sure.
The guns seem a little large proportion compared to the guy.
I gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
looking at my character, the gun looks a little large.
All the weapons will be redone, and there's going to be a lot of new additions in the very near future.
Which has nothing to do with gameplay. It's just noticeable. You know what I mean?
I gotcha. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a priority thing for you to work on.
Going into the future, the newer weapons I'm going to add are going to be probably more like unlocks, so that kind of add towards your progression. And now I've actually added a thing now, since everybody's playing in the test round now. They've got a unique identifier with them now, so it's said in the announcement. So I can distinguish you guys from the rest of the group from this point forward. So that way you guys can get some cool shit.
The worst special.
And everybody else will just be left out, unfortunately.
Lupin special.
But I need to jump in and play pretty soon.
Now,
so I'm gonna have
I do have a
that.
question. Something I've just been noticing, like with your rifle out, sometimes like you get stuck behind certain things, like shooting a wall. Sometimes like the railings are, on your side you can see above it, but the gun won't. Is that, do you see that as an issue, or is that how you designed it?
It's kind of difficult. It's something I'm working on, is to get a good solution for it, because with the third person, it's the perspectives are kind of off. So in this particular for this game, the bullets are flying out of the rifle, but your perspective is obviously above the character. So that's why I added that little marker. So when you're not actually going to hit what you're aiming at, gives you that little.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that in the SOCOM games.
Yeah,
they have
that
little.
Oh, they're by themselves.
Hey, is there a prone?
There is. If you hold down crouch.
Okay.
Yeah, prone. And if
you might accidentally shoot a rock in front of you, and no one lets you live it down.
Yeah, that's what the little marker is for. If you see in the little orange marker, it's basically saying, you're not gonna hit where you're at. You've got an obstruction in front of you.
Yeah. Okay. I just wondered if that was like planned, because I like it. I just didn't know if there was an issue or not.
It's real hard with that's the the bad thing a lot of people don't like about third person is I could make it to where the bullets fly directly out of the screen, but you run into some issues because you're like hitting things that are like behind you.
Yeah.
Because it's coming directly out of the screen. So in order to get it to come out of the rifle.
One in the middle?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Can you plant? I see that I have a mine, but I can't plant it with a wire U. Is that a placeholder?
If you place it with the G, and then you detonate it with Y or U. So if you have 2 mines, you
Oh,
basically
cool.
plant them
Okay.
back to back. Y or U gets you the first or second one. But, you know, really,
Oh, nice.
it goes in order. So
That's cool.
you place one mine, Y is going to be your detonator. And if you
Nice
hit the
job,
second,
Atlanta.
the
Sorry,
second
Luke.
time, you would detonate it. And you can rebind those if they're not, you don't like them. You know.
I've come to
No,
conclusion
I
that
like that your claymores have to be detonated. They're not like Call of Duty claymores. They're like more like SOCOM claymores, where you have to detonate. That's cool.
I like that. A lot of people want the self-detonating mines. I think that's going to be a feature when I'm going to add like proximity mines that you
And
step
you're
on.
correct. That's a mine, not a claymore. You
the-
know what I'm saying? A claymore.
Oh,
you
Yeah.
have to detonate
oh
a
my
mine
God.
walk
Yeah.
on its own.
Yeah, realistically, a claymore has it's got a wire connected to it with a blasting cap and a clacker. And you
You
gotta,
just shot me in the toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, God, that was straight up like
What the
that
fuck?
was a prayer. That was a prayer from God.
is there any difference? Is there any difference on the teams, or are the teams like the same? Like kind of. Is it just red versus blue?
yes. I mean, there's it says red versus blue. There's obviously 2 different. Like it's set. Like when you're in the lobby, you're set on one side or the other. Like for right now, we've got people. We're in balance. I'm gonna jump out real quick, and it should put me on the other team. Kind of balance out.
Whoa,
You know,
thanks.
I'll do
Middle
this.
temple coming in from left side.
Here we go. Now we got
Did you
teams that are a
make
little
this
more.
I see
map,
it
or
low.
did you?
Elo.
Yes, I made all the maps.
That's cool. I mean, obviously it's reminiscent of Abandoned. I like the little jungle
wish I
theme. It's
could've-
cool.
In the future, once I get all the gameplay loop and all these menus and stuff worked out, that's what's taking the longest. I can
Looping
spend
to
a lot
your
more
left,
time
bro.
on the maps because that's
To your
the
left,
most
the other side of
important
those
part.
trees. Yep.
I'd like to be able to spend
It's
more
about
time.
halfway down by the 2 huts. On the other side.
Oh, well, you're gonna knock it out, man.
Right.
Your map setup has been pretty damn good so far.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I'd like to see how it looks on like optimization.
Was
on
that
different
him?
people's screens and
No.
stuff.
Well, I'm not sure if that was him. I think there's more than one.
Do you guys?
Might be. Someone's over.
you're not
Someone's
aware-
throwing nades. There's another one.
Come back,
You can
studio.
turn on your. You can turn on your frame rate through your graphics menu. So if, like, go on
It
and
might have been
show
him, bro.
FPS.
I don't see anybody over there.
If you guys could give me some feedback, kind of frame rates you're getting.
Oh, it's smooth on mine.
I got a guy coming my side.
It's
I'm
running.
getting-
Atlanta, they got
there.
eyes on you.
I'm at
know,
100
dude.
frames right now at 4K. I keep forgetting to lower it to get
Alright.
more.
Hey, you getting me, baby?
Hey, they're gonna try and flank you, mankind.
I'm running on medium
They're
settings.
flanking you.
They can't find me.
I shot him in the back, but I didn't take him out.
Bro, don't tell him I got eyes on him. You dirty little
For
dog.
competitive games, I normally do 1080 or 1440p at low.
Nice job, player 2.
They weren't expecting me to jump off that bridge. Like, I'm fearless.
Waiting for you to come across.
Now, are you gonna take fall damage if you jump in deep water off that bridge?
I didn't.
Nope. You can jump off the waterfall in the water. As
Oh,
long as don't hit
Atlanta, you
anything
didn't
on the way
die?
down.
No,
You can jump from the water.
I didn't know I could do that, but I tried it and I survived.
Shot him
Yeah,
3
you
times
guys
and he yeeted off.
Yeah, I swam all the way back to the spawn.
Okay, so this is like confrontation halfway through where it switches sides that you spawn on, right?
And we alternates each time new round starts.
every
you
other
go to the
round
next one.
alternates, yeah. Interesting.
It was kind of difficult getting it to not take damage when you're hitting the water. That was kind of tricky. But it was
you-
pretty important, so
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You've done this by yourself, one dude. This looks good.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it could be a lot better.
It'd be a lot
The
worse.
curiosity is the
Oh,
armor
dang.
stuff gonna have any effect on like your
Dude,
damage
you
or-
jerk! I'm talking to you, telling how cool your game is, and you come punch me in the back of the head.
Whereas like armor and stuff just gonna be cosmetic.
That's side mouse button, isn't it?
Melee.
Yeah, I was trying to snipe a guy down the river, and you came and interrupted by punching me in the back of the head.
Yo, what's good?
The flick of the wrist. The flick of the wrist. Oh, that core?
What's up, baby?
I like that the graphics look kind of arcadey, because I don't know, every Unreal like shooter kind of all looks like they're using the same like kind of template. This one's a little bit more different. Like the players are skinnier.
Work out.
Yeah, right.
Is this Unreal Engine 5?
It is. Yeah, it was actually mostly made on Unreal Engine 4, but I was waiting for them to get a lot of their bugs worked out, and so I eventually just switched it over recently to Unreal Engine 5.
Nice.
Added some benefits for sure, especially with the lighting. It's got the new Lumen lighting system in here, so
It looks good, man.
It's the first time I heard your voice.
Sounds beautiful, don't he? Nothing like I thought he would be.
Yeah.
He sounds like an angel.
He doesn't sound like he has a big ego. He sounds like a nice guy.
What are y'all playing? What are y'all testing right now?
Issue-wise,
Elimination.
I noticed there's some clipping. You can clip into some walls with the character, and some HMI issues with the scoreboard, or even camera. I was able to move like a spectator camera during one of the elimination modes.
Was that like when you join late or?
Oh, that was at the end
I
of
know.
a round.
Actually, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm aware of it. I'm still trying to work that part out.
Ooh,
Right now,
shit.
sometimes the engine is thinking like it's taking an array of the players when you die, and sometimes they die and they become invalid. So it's still obtaining that so when that happens, like yeah, you can kind of screw up the spectator moving around.
It
Ooh,
still
Mason
takes.
I'm
got
working on
one.
it.
That's a
This
that's a
spectating
new, that's a
system
new
was
map.
just added, so
Nah, this is
it's got some bugs.
Let's see.
victory is ours.
This is the newest
Finish
map.
him.
Nice.
So players are listed in our right.
Yeah.
How's it going, Core?
Pretty good, man. Just got the kids to bid.
Good to see you here.
I'm
Good
gonna
vape.
take a little bit of a break. How long is this gonna be going on till?
Oh,
Like,
we'll run it till it dies down a little bit. If people stay on, we'll just keep it rolling.
bet. All right. I'll
So
be
that means
back
you
in
have
a
to
little
come
bit.
back.
Yeah.
It's like
Later.
we've got.
Don't be
Well,
quitting,
we did-
Lupin. You got nothing to do. Come on.
I think that headshot upset him a little bit. He needed a break.
Yeah, the spectating system needs some work for sure. Sometimes you can spectate the enemy, but once you cycle off of them, it should resolve it. But just happening so quick, it's kind of difficult.
Oh, it's
to
always something, man.
synchronize it.
Coding is always something.
Oh man, I got a goddamn headache.
Were you in the right place?
To grow it.
Exacerbated? Hell yeah.
You're saying you started this 2 years ago?
A little more than 2 years, probably about 2.5 at this point, almost 2.5.
Dang, 2.5 all by yourself.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
I bet. That's a lot of learning to do.
C++.
Yeah.
And we got map voting. Let's go.
Yeah, a lot of it's in C++. Yeah, for sure.
Nobody wants to do Bitter Jungle, huh? You all doing
that's what-
freaking Boneyard.
I love the jungle. That's my spot.
Delirium.